Welcome to Tomorrow's World Today, a show dedicated to the discovery of innovation and cutting-edge technology to be featured in the Park of the Future. The park includes 4 worlds. The worlds are inspiration, creation, innovation, and production. Each one will showcase the latest developments from the greatest companies and smartest people in the world. This is Inventionland World Headquarters. Here now is George Davison.
So George, ever since your visit to Sally Corp, I've been thinking a lot about different attractions for the park. Those animatronics you saw really got my mind spinning, and my mind keeps going in one direction: robots.
Ooh, robots. I love robots.
I know you do. The other question, too, will be, do we want to have a hands-on robot experience, or do we want to do something with robots in more of an augmented reality kind of way?
You're kind of going exactly where I was hoping we would go. We have robots in your future.
Yes.
And augmented reality and virtual reality.
Discovery mission time.
Now, there are 2 companies in this area that are really good. The first one's KUKA, and they make these really great industrial robots. And then we've also got Avatar, and they're at like the top of the game in augmented reality today.
Well, you know what they say. Have robot, will make travel reservation. You can't design a park of the future without first exploring augmented, holographic, and virtual reality. So today, I'm here in Huntington Beach, California at Avatar Partners. This company draws from the talents of a lot of different kinds of people, including a former fighter pilot and a hotshot mechanical engineer, all led by a successful technophile who just happens to be a woman. So tell me a little bit about the development of Avatar as a company.
Sure. I'm actually not an engineer by training. And the advantage of this is that I don't know what cannot be done. This keeps us on the disruptive edge of technology. We do what other companies say is impossible. Avatar Partners develops advanced training systems and job performance aids for the first responder, maintainer, operator, and the brave servicemen and women who serve our country. I'd like to introduce you to Scott. Scott is a former F-18 fighter pilot, and he's going to show you how to maintain this aircraft.
She has really big goals for me.
Augmented reality maintenance aid, or ARMA, is being used to help soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines repair aircraft, ships, vehicles, etc.
Videos are fantastic to learn how to do something. Augmented reality is the next generation of showing people how to do something. You're going to actually do an electrical system repair on this F-18.
This F-18, the model F-18.
True, but it's the actual repair that would be used on the real airplane.
I hope you're a really good teacher.
Don't need to be. That's the beauty of the company, right? Simplifying complex systems, our job is to make it so your job is easy.
The augmented reality system allows somebody with very, very little training to do a job error-free the first time.
Select components to view part information, or select play to start the troubleshooting sequence.
Oh my gosh, I can see the entire inside of the plane.
So do you see the blue dot? That's your mouse. I'm gonna teach you the mouse click. Hold your arm out in front, make an L, and then pinch like you're squishing a bug. That's it.
So, what do we do first?
Well, the first thing you do is make sure that there's no hydraulic or electrical power on. So double check those. Now what we're really gonna be doing is looking at the wire that has a problem. So we're gonna disconnect the plug from the landing gear control unit. Now we're gonna do a test. If you selected the first one, the second one is down by the landing gear. So select that. I want you to take a look first, then take a look at the wire run. So it's gonna highlight the exact wire run. Exactly. So now you know exactly where you're testing. I'm testing from here all the way down to the landing gear. So in reality, we would have our tool set, we would have an ohm meter and check the electrical connectivity between here and here. So in this case, we've done the actual test and we found out there's a break in the line.
The use of augmented reality technology is only limited by your imagination.
What I'm going to show you next is what we're working on for school safety, using augmented reality to help you plan a school evacuation. We would plan our evacuation on a scaled size. We're one of the first companies to be able to put a 3D printed building together, then overlay an augmented reality system on top of that. Take a look at our representation of the building. We're taking a scaled down version, so we're at 1 to 6, and we can actually plan out where folks are supposed to go. What you're going to see is folks moving around the building and basically organizing themselves into lines and walking themselves room to room, and eventually leaving out the door here. Are you ready to do the actual size?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means, but let's try it.
Okay, so I want you to bloom it up. You'll be able to select the actual size. And
Oh
now it's
my-
now you're gonna get everybody coming up in front of you.
Right, there's like life-size people in front of me right now.
Exactly. So now they're life size. So in the comfort of the school or in the comfort of our own homes, we can actually practice over and over again. What we're trying to build is a muscle memory, right? Practicing the same thing over and over in your mind's eye so that by the time something actually happens, it's not the first time or the second time you've done it, but you've done it hundreds of times.
Well, I know this is a product in development. I would love to know more about what goes into the development of a product like this. Get a look under the virtual hood, so to speak.
If you want to see under the hood, I've got to introduce you to Michael. He's our technical director and the brains behind this entire operation.
All right, I'm always up for meeting another brain. Let's do it.
All right, sounds good. I'm going to leave you in some really capable hands. This is Michael. He's our technical director.
Hi, Tamara.
Hi,
How you
nice
doing?
to meet you.
Good to meet you, too.
He was telling me that you could kind of give me a look under the hood of all this augmented reality stuff.
With all of our AR solutions that we've created here, there are three main concepts that we base the majority of our solutions on. The first main concept is referred to as Internet of Things, or IoT, where the things are the actual components that make up the system, and the Internet is the network that is used in order to retrieve and then ultimately distribute all of that data. The second largest concept that is part of our AR solutions is the automated analysis of that system data, and that's usually referred to as artificial intelligence, or AI. And then the third concept is what is the appropriate instructional display that supports the system.
So basically how to best communicate that information.
That's right.
The airplane maintenance program I was looking at upstairs, what kind of team do you need to actually make that work?
First and foremost, we are a training company. So our instructional designers are really the key of the personnel that's involved in creating stuff like this. But as well, we have 3D modelers. We use some technology that assists us with that, like 3D scanners, 3D printers. We also have graphic artists, quality assurance, technical writers, configuration management experts, project managers.
There's so many different points of entry into this kind of work. You have this very cool model on your desk. What am I looking at here?
This is a 3D print of the forward landing gear of the F-18 aircraft. The reason that we end up using a lot of 3D printed objects is because not all end users that are going to be looking at the augmented maintenance might have access to a full-size aircraft. What we were able to do is we created 3D prints, scaled down versions of the same objects.
Yeah.
The majority of AR experiences that are currently being developed by companies use image targets to trigger their experiences. Barcodes, AR codes. One of the challenges we had, especially with the F-18 maintenance aid, is that we weren't allowed to physically alter the design of the aircraft by putting decals and stickers and QR codes over all the components. And that's why we went to object targets. The cameras within our viewing devices focus on the unique geometry of the system. In this case, the landing gear is an extremely unique geometry. Once the maintainer looks at that, our solutions automatically see that geometry and then place all of the augmented content in 3D space around that. To even go a little bit further, soon we will be able to not have any viewing devices at all. We are going to be using projectors to actually project the holographic image directly on the table within the room.
So that's where we move from augmented reality to holographic reality.
That's correct. You want situations in which your end user isn't holding a tablet or isn't holding a phone or doesn't have to actually put something on their head in order to view this incredible technology.
Well, that sounds exactly like the kind of experiences that George and I are hoping to bring to the Park of the Future. Do you think that's something you could help us out with?
Absolutely.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much. I'm going to go say goodbye to Marlo, and thank you again.
It's a pleasure talking with you.
Marla?
Hi, Tamara. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. I've had such a good time here today. I think I did okay with the aircraft. Maybe a little bit more time, but
Yes, good.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
So you're an expert now?
I don't know if I would use the term expert, but I certainly see how someone could become an expert with the program. I was really surprised at how visceral everything was.
It's visual, and that is the beauty of the next set of products that we have, which is the holographic augmented reality solutions. And you know, the idea there is it's essentially virtual reality in a contained environment. You have people all looking around a single scenario or environment without any goggles on, trying to figure out the best way to navigate through something. And with the hologram, it's just going to come to life.
I think I need to come back and see this. Can I wrangle another invitation back here?
Absolutely. We'll be presenting this to some high-level folks very soon, so we'll have something ready for you whenever you're ready.
Excellent. Well, I've got to get back to Pittsburgh and George right now. Thank you so much again for taking the time to show me around.
And thank you so much.
All right, I'll see you in a couple months.
All right, sounds great. Take care.
Hey, George.
Hey, Tamara, how's Huntington Beach, California, and your trip to Avatar Partners?
Well, once again, you've managed to pick a high-tech winner. You know, you and Marlo, the woman who runs the company, have a lot in common. The word impossible does not exist in either of your vocabularies. They're doing some bleeding-edge work here with AR and VR.
Well, good work. Hey, I'm going to need you back here at headquarters soon, because we're going to be embarking on a new social media campaign.
See you soon.